Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Hope you all are safe and fine in this pandemic by the grace of Allah Azza wa Jal. Today we are going to start our lesson number 1 of subject science, and our topic is brain and nerves. What is our topic? Brain and nerves. Dear students, this is your science book and the name of the book is New Oxford Primary Science Level 5 3rd edition. Human brain. What is the brain? The brain is the control center of the body. It controls all the system of the body. The nerve in the body receives signals from the sense organ and take messages to the brain. The brain and the nerves form the nervous system. Okay, so the brain is the control center of our body and it has 3 main parts. The brain, with the help of the nervous system, detect world around us. Okay, what does it look like? It looks like a large pinkish grey walnut, but it is much bigger than a walnut. So it is look like a large pinkish grey walnut. And what does it feel like? It feels soft and squishy and has many folds and creases in it. So the brain looks like a pinkish grey walnut and it feels soft and squishy. Brain. The human brain is the control center of the body. It controls all our activities. It is located inside the head at the top of the spinal cord and is protected by the skulls. Okay? The human body is made up of trillions of cells. So the cell of the nervous system are called nerve cells or neurons. About 100 billion nerve cells make up the brain. All the nerve cells are linked together to control all the body activities. The brain needs a continuous supply of oxygen. It always requires food and enough sleep to function properly. So, it requires enough sleep and enough food to work it properly and a good amount of oxygen. Okay, students? Parts of the brain. The human brain is divided into 3 main parts, that is the cerebrum, the middle one cerebellum, and the lowest medulla or brainstem. Okay? The first part, cerebrum. The uppermost part is the cerebrum. The cerebrum controls your voluntary action like thinking, feeling, decision making, reading, listening, seeing, and the ability to differentiate between taste and smell. Okay? The second part, the middle part, the cerebellum. The cerebellum is located below the cerebrum and above the medulla. Its function is to control the balance and movement of the muscles and joints. It helps you to run, walk, jump and do many other physical activities. Okay? Now the last and the lowest part, medulla or brainstem. The lowest part of the brain is called the brainstem or medulla. It controls involuntary actions such as breathing, digesting and the beating of the heart muscles. When the rest of the brain goes to sleep, the medulla keeps working. So, there are 3 parts of brain: cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla. Nerves. What are nerves? Nerves work like telephone wires. They link every part of the body to a central control system, and that is the brain. Nerves are made up of nerve cells and are of 2 kinds, that is sensory nerves and motor nerves. Okay students, in this picture you see brain, spinal cord and all the parts are interconnected each other through the brain or through the nerves. Okay, the brain spinal cord and nerves form a very efficient communication network. This network is known as the nervous system. Okay, this network in which the brain, the spinal cord and the nerves work together is called nervous system, and it controls all actions and movements of the human body. Reflex action. What is reflex action? When you step on a pin, your foot automatically pulls away. Why? Because such action where you do not stop to think are known as reflex action. Such actions where you do not stop to think are known as reflex actions. These are controlled by the spinal cord. Okay? The nerve ending in the sole of your foot feel the pain. The message reaches the spinal cord. It instructs the muscles to the foot through the motor nerves to move away. All this is done in less than a second, and the whole procedure is known as reflex action. Human nervous system. What is human nervous system? As I told you earlier also, the brain, spinal cord and nerves form a very efficient communication network, and this network is known as the nervous system, and it controls all our actions and our movement. The nervous system in our body controls all the actions and movement of our body. Sense organs. What are our sense organs? The sense organs connect you to the outside world. And what are these? Our sense organs are the eye, the nose, the ear, the tongue and our skin, the skin. Okay, these are all our sense organ which are connected you to the outside world. The eyes are set in a socket in the skull. Okay, the nose, for example, nose, smells are chemicals in the air. These dissolve in the mucous lining of the nostrils, and the nerves carry a message to the brain, and then you can detect the smell. You also use your nose to breathe. The third one is the ear. Okay, the outside ear detects sound to a thin membrane, and the eardrum's sound vibration pass on to the inner ear, where the nerves carry the messages to the brain. So this is the function of ear. The tongue. What is tongue? The function of tongue. The taste buds on your tongue are sensitive to chemical in foods. They send signals to the brain. The tongue detects different tastes like sweet, sour, salty, bitter, etc. And the last one is the skin. The skin enables you to feel heat, cold, pain, pressure and touch. Okay, the skin has thousands of receptor cells, and these receptors sends information to the brain about things we touch. For each type of sensation we have different receptor cells. So these are all our sense organ. What are these? Yes, the eye, the nose, the ear, the tongue and the skin, and they help us to connect you to the outside world. Now students, let's start the written work of the first chapter. Open your books, page number 8. Now first of all you have to write down the date on the top of the page. Then you have to do the first question, choose the correct answer. As you see in this picture, you have to do it very neatly in your book, page number 8. You have to choose the correct answer of these 5 sentences and mark the correct answer with the pencil very neatly. Then you have to do the second question, match the definition in column A with the correct term in column B. You have to match column A with column B with the help of pencil and ruler very neatly. Now next you have to start the third question, fill in the blanks. In this question you have to fill each blank with the help of pencil very neatly. Then come to page number 9 and you have to complete the remaining fill in the blanks which is on page number 9. You have to complete the remaining fill in the blanks with the pencil very neatly. Write down the answers very neatly with the pencil on page number 9. Then at last, you have to do question number 4. In this, you have to, on this outline drawing to the brain, color the 3 areas and label the following. Okay, you have to color the brain. Okay, and you have to match all the parts of the brain with the correct part of the brain. So kindly do all the 4 questions. Question number 1, 2, 3, 4 in your book only with the pencil.